His kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And I think
out of bounds.
Might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Oh my God.
Complete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for his tight end. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, where'd he come from?
Greedy Williams picks it off.
Where the fuck he come from? He came from the other side of the field, huh? Because Buddy was burnt. He had to come from the other side of the field. Damn.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Damn.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So
damn, I seen you ain't know whether to go with the out route or the post. He was by himself, man. I ain't even see Greedy, bro. Blending in with the end zone and shit. Damn, that's a great interception, man.
Underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progression.
He was going to the left, huh?
Football before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to
I saw him late. I was chasing his ass, though.
that led to the sack.
He ran. I thought he was going to stay on that out. Then that nigga took off going up the field. I was like, oh, shit.
To kick as he sends it away. He'll take it at the 42. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and
I think Hendricks is all over the field, man.
Those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
If it ain't straight hand, it's Hendricks. Straight hand Hendricks and Peppers, man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation.
That motherfucker balling.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Yes, sir.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Colts 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Okay, two chains.
To get away as they'll get down at about the 17-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson, he's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him.
He tried to catch it with one hand.
With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Damn, how many people gonna hit him?
Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
One to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the 14. I mean the 44. I said 14. I need to smoke. That's what that means.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be
Great
looking
punt.
for the corner.
Great punt.
They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position.
That's an awesome punt.
Bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And from the 4,
Way to
they
hold
get
on
it to
for
the
him.
8.
Oh, no.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Jackson going up top.
Oh.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just
Fair
1
catch
yard
it next
on the
time for
return.
us.
And possession will switch hands.
Don't be risking your life like that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the
Yes,
way
sir.
home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Colts 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Let's some fucking Bills.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Operating Throwing from the gun. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind
Aw, you ain't even have to touch him. The ball, that's an uncatchable ball. Come on, ref. You see how high that ball was thrown.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
You better catch that next time, Bobby.
It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down
at the 30-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 30. 10.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It be like that when you look down at the lineman and then you see the butt. I'll be doing the same shit, bro.
In the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Harrison Butker is
so they'll get another shot on offense.
Hey, Rock, do you got break point?
The kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I thought you had it for some reason.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he is going
Let's go, Zo.
pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 56, Colts 14. Harrison.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field.
Yeah, that nigga Gump different. I don't know why Nuck got rid of him, bro.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I picked him up just so he could return my kicks and shit. That's it.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Taurus 2-0.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey. He's checking crack.
They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. He gives it up. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I got all my damn tax papers and I can't file shit until the middle of fucking February.